एवरीवन। तो 3 बार मैंने कोशिश की ये वीडियो बनाने की, ये चौथी बार कर रही हूँ। सॉरी, दिस इज़ आई थिंक फिफ्थ और सिक्स टाइम आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक दिस video, but I don't know, it's not just coming out. So okay, let me tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about like 5 learnings that I got from my therapist, and this is something very, this is very important because these are the learnings which really like hit me so hard, and I am so grateful for my therapist. Okay, so we'll start with number 1, which is, okay, so my this counseling and therapy journey started from 2019. I was really confused with my career. I was doing really well, but I don't know. I was always this anxious kind of kid कि मुझे जानना है, मुझे और क्या करूँ, मैं और क्या करूँ, और अच्छा कैसे करूँ. तो मैं 2019 में अपनी करियर काउंसलिंग के लिए गई थी, और फिर उसके बाद दे गेव मी लाइक अ कपल ऑफ टेस्ट इन विच दे नो कि मेरा पर्सनालिटी टाइप क्या है, एंड आई एम INFJ. So yeah, we did all the tests and everything, and then I went to this counselor or a psychologist. Her name is Anugra, and I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, so she started explaining me my career paths and everything was going great, and suddenly she told me, ki there's something more. It's not just about your career, Divya. There's something more that you are really worried about, or that's really like affecting you, but you are not it's not just about your career. And this is how my like therapy sessions continued. So my first thing is, so that time I was teaching yoga, and nobody at home was happy about it because they were like, not just home, actually everyone was like, you have done your graduation in banking and insurance and you are teaching yoga, there's no relation. And the worst part is you go to the garden early morning, that to like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you what the fuck you do, you just stretch people's leg or something like that. And this was not something, it was just stopping me from anything, but it was just like I was not getting that kind of appreciation because I used to work so hard. It was like a lot of work. I was doing a job as well. I was also like running a business at that time, and then I mean a lot of thing was happening, but I didn't got that kind of appreciation that I deserved. So yeah, so the first thing she told me that if your family or if anyone is not appreciating of your work or whatever it is, but you are not your work. You are not just your work. You are a lot of thing in like collectively. There's a lot of thing, right? I mean, there's you yourself, there's your career, there's your relationship, there's your health, there's your personal life. So just don't lose your confidence just because someone is not happy with your one aspect of life. So that really stuck me, that she told me that that what are you worried about, literally you are not just your work. So Divya is not yoga, कि दिव्या तो सिर्फ एक योगा टीचर है, उसके आगे तो उसकी कोई पर्सनालिटी ही नहीं है. सो दैट रियली लाइक gave me a lot of perspective. If someone is not liking me for my work, someone is not liking me even for myself, this is something crazy, but it really helped me, gave a lot of perspective. Number 2, um I remember I was discussing about my relationship, and this therapist told me ki, that the way everyone has a different love language. So if you are dealing with someone who loves like love in the form of touch, or maybe in the form of gifts, or maybe in the form of letters, or like verbal communication or physical thing, so you have to really understand the other person's point of view and their thing as well, and you have to understand what is the other person's love language. So for me it might be like, you just have to communicate well with me and spend good time with me. किसी और के लिए कुछ और होगा, किसी और के लिए कुछ और होगा, but if you're in a relationship, or even if you are like you are working with someone or anything, you need to understand what are their love language, or what are their thing that they would react well to. So yeah. Number 3, that Okay, this was very important, and I'm still struggling with this, which is because I'm a yoga teacher, because I'm into healing space, you can't heal everyone. Yeah, you really can't heal everyone, and you can't take responsibility of everyone's कि कि इन सब को तो मैं ही ठीक करूँगी. So it's okay to say no, and I would say say no most of the time, so that you only choose those people who are really 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 worthy of your time and your effort and your satisfaction or whatever. But say no often, so that you don't choose wrong people, you don't choose people who are not worth your time or attention. Number four is as an so last year 2020 May I shifted from my parents' house to my own house. Like I got a rented place for me, and and it was this constant worry and expectation that my parents should be like this, or my family should be like this, or whatever. No matter how terrible they are, or no matter how terrible I am, but even I have seen with other people that we put a lot of expectation, a lot of um, burden on our parents. We expect them to be like God, and we want everything for ourselves. But if you are expecting that much, you have to be, give that much as well. But the whole point was, she really helped me with giving this, with this perspective that mostly it happens in Indian family, right, that the child is like with the parents like forever. And now when you are living alone and you have to do stuff by your own, at some point of time you feel pity, like, oh, I have to do everything by my own, I have to take all the responsibility. But this is not something to be, like, feel bad about. This is something, you're doing your own job. Maybe in India it's like that you are very much into your parents and your parents are very much into you. But this is, not necessary. Like, your parents have their lives, you have your own life, and it's important that you give each other space and not expect like crazy things from them. So this gave me a lot of perspective, in the sense that I have zero expectations from them, like literally zero expectations. And I'm anyways okay with the, like, I'm anyways okay that okay, हाँ, parents भी mistake कर सकते हैं. And it's, I have literally forgiven a lot of things in my life, including myself. So that was my fourth learning from all my therapy sessions. And the fifth one is really beautiful, and really, I really want to talk about this. When I was alone and I was living alone, and like things were feeling all shitty. So if you can relate, we end up how do I say this? We end up getting into things which are temporary, maybe just like doing casual dating or just getting into casual stuff. But this would make me feel more miserable because I was not ready for it. I mean, in my mind, I wanted something more, but just to escape my reality, I used to go for like just for a casual dating or maybe casual relationship, something like that. But that is not what I needed. I needed like a proper relationship, but I used to escape my reality and try to go for these things. And eventually I used to hurt myself, and my therapist told me that this is not something how you're going to work out your relationship or even yourself in future. So choose your solitude over these shitty things, not shitty, but these casual stuff, because at one point of time you will crave for relationship, you will crave for much more than just being casual. So it really made sense to me. I give more preference to my solitude than temporary or like things which will not serve me for long run, or maybe not help me or not, which is not good for my higher self. So yeah, I do this, I really believe in this, that solitude is something that you should choose if you are like someone who is an empath, who need really deep connections, or even generally also, no, be eventually we all crave for something which is which is forever, which is for which is meaningful basically. So yeah, so these were five learnings that I learned from my therapist, and trust me, it was such a wonderful experience, going to therapy, learning new things, and getting a lot of new perspectives in life. And I have literally changed for good after each and every therapy sessions of mine. This is not a therapy advertisement video, but I've seen that we all have some or the other issues in life, and we think that if we travel or if we try to escape that reality, we'll overeat, or we just try to escape our reality. We don't try to face it. The moment we face it, um, life becomes much more easier, simpler, and I guess more beautiful. So yeah, this was my learnings, and I hope I keep learning about myself in future. And I'm so glad that I found my therapist, because I've seen that people have got into like wrong therapist, or maybe like some counselors which are not working for them. But I'm lucky, and I'll genuinely feel blessed. I'll also link my therapist Instagram ID in the description, so that you can reach out to her, because she's genuinely very amazing, and she has really helped me get me out of my childhood trauma, and my relationship stuffs, my career, all the bullshit one can ever imagine. So yeah, it was so beautiful talking to you guys. I know my kajal is completely messed up, and this is how I am. Look at my hair. Can you see? Anyways, I'll go, and please let me know how did you find this video. This was crazy, I know, because I am a crazy person, but yeah, I'll see you soon, and thank you so much, and I love you so much, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.